Hello, welcome. This is blockchainbloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinke, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that according to BIS, which is the Bank for International Settlements, the biggest crisis test is still to come with insolvencies, because this is going to cause a big problem. It's not here yet, but when it comes, it will hit hard. The second news will be about that more than $1 billion Bitcoin, it's already tokenized for DeFi. And this is also a new trend that people who are having Bitcoin want to participate in DeFi, and this is the way how they do it. And the third news will be about that Paxful is leaving Venezuela's market. And this is a very, very sad news for Venezuela. You know, Paxful is a peer-to-peer marketplace to buy and sell Bitcoin. And they say because of the new regulations and everything, they cannot continue over there. So all this in today's video. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, but you would like to get daily videos from Monday to Friday, so every weekday, fresh videos about blockchain and cryptocurrency news, and you would like to stay up to date, in that case, subscribe to this channel, Blockchain Bloom, hit the notification bell so you get the notifications as soon as the video goes live on YouTube, because I put these videos on every weekday, so the freshest news from us. And you can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can download a totally free course all about how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. It contains a lot of valuable information. The bear market, it's about to move on to bull market, and when the real bull market hits, you want to be prepared, okay? And you need all this information to get ready for it. So how to save your crypto, your personal data, is the whole setup before you start to invest, okay? All this, and the link is right under this YouTube video. And now let's check out the market. So Bitcoin we have right now at $10,733, and it's great to see that actually Bitcoin started to go up. It's a 3.77% increase. Also, Ethereum is going up now. It's right now at $375, which is a 2.72% increase. When we look at the top gainers, we have Hyperion with 40%, we have NXM with 31%, we have Nervous Network 13%, and many others. And when we look at the losers, then we have Ogre with -7%, Yunus said Leo with -7%, and Ave -4%. And now let's move on to the first news, which is according to BIS, which is the Bank for International Settlements, that the biggest crisis test is still to come with insolvencies. And, you know, it really makes sense. Look, in the article, they say that policymakers are facing the most economically challenging part of the COVID-19 crisis in avoiding the creation of zombie companies. Because what's happening here? We have a lot of companies worldwide. And obviously, because of this pandemic, they're suffering now. They're losing their customers, some of them the suppliers, and the whole thing is a bit shaky. So what's happening now that these companies get help to survive this situation. But the danger part of it, that not all of them are actually strong enough to do so. So kinda is if you put money in a company which is about to die anyway, then this money is kind of thrown out of the window. And these are the kind of zombie companies which are just still exist, but cannot really perform, cannot really do things anymore. And the problem is that when we reach the point that a lot of money is given to these companies, and then they say, okay, we bankrupted, we cannot pay back the money, this could be a really hard hit of the economy because, we expecting them to pay back. And this money which goes in them, they should come back to the economy. However, if they swallow this whole thing, what they get, and they don't put it back into the economy, this is the part when a lot of money kind of disappears. And this is a real danger, and they saying that this will be the real test, and it's not here. We're not even actually close to it, so it's not like next week or something like that, because what's happening right now, in my opinion, until the US election, we should see money printing from Fed. Sooner or later, hopefully, this case with stimulus checks will be settled, and then they will be out. This will again pump the economy. It's a bubble, it's a fake pump, but it's pumping it, which means it will pump the stock market. In that case, the Bitcoin will go up, crypto will go up. And, when Bitcoin entering to new levels like 13,000, 14,000, then it like clear sky in front of Bitcoin. Then it's the good question that as it goes up, when it reaches, 16, 17, maybe 18, then people will be FOMO in, and then this will generate a lot of hype, and then the move further, it's getting more sooner because people will feel, ooh, now it's Bitcoin going to new all-time high, I want to be in now, and people FOMO in, as I said, and that will push the price. And of course, it will be another bubble sooner or later, okay? So it's a volatile market. If Bitcoin goes up to new all-time highs and just keep going, be aware of it. It will pop. It always pops. So should you get in when it's on a lower level? And obviously get in when it's getting higher and heavier strategy. Not buy high, sell low. You buy low and sell high. And have your escape strategy ready whenever time is ready, okay? So this will be the real test, and it will be most likely, actually, rather, I think, in next year, because if the election, it's happening soon in November. After the election, maybe again the market will be just fine, but maybe in 2021, maybe it can be a hard year, and when it hits, it will hit the crypto market as well, because stock market and crypto market, Bitcoin, right now, it's very correlated at the present. Okay, let's move on to the second news. And this one, it's all about that more than $1 billion Bitcoin, it has been tokenized for DeFi. And, this means almost 100,000 Bitcoins are now tokenized on Ethereum, and more than half of it migrate over the last 30 days, which means there's a hype around it. And again, this is caused by this kind of yield farming, which, in my opinion, it's about to dying off. People still invest, they still farm, but it's not that big hype maybe as it was a couple of weeks ago. And because I don't predict a bright future for this kind of yield farming. Maybe yield farming in a way it would work, because why not? But this kind of hype with fake tokens, it should die off sooner or later, I think. And now what we see here, that people who are holding Bitcoin, they still would like to participate in this game. So what they do, and here you can see what is tokenized Bitcoin. So Bitcoin tokenization protocol, let users lock up their Bitcoin, so they have original Bitcoin, and mint an corresponding ERC20 token, allowing the value represented by users' Bitcoin holding to interact with the smart contract on Ethereum network. So basically, in return that they lock down their Bitcoin, they get ERC20 token, and the Bitcoin is locked down, and then they have that, and then they can do things with it, even this kind of yield farming. It's basically the reason so it can be interact with the smart contract, and for that they need this wrap Bitcoin or whatever. And when we're looking at the DeFi, our DeFi, which is the DeFi Pulse, and here you can see how much money is in DeFi. And right now we are at $8.57 billion. We can see that it was 1 billion more at the beginning of September. And now, because we have seen this market pullback in the last 2 weeks, which might coming out now a little bit, at least today it looks like. And you can also see that actually things going back now towards 9,000. It went back to, what was it? Towards $9 billion, I wanted to say. And look, on the 10th of September, it was pulled back to 6. So it was a significant decrease because since... Actually, you can go back even more. So since May, March, April, let's say April, we have a continuous increase in locked in dollars in DeFi. And now this was the very, very first time after many months that there we could see a pullback. But again, it has restarting and going up. So this kind of thing, what I just wanted to show you, that now this is also a way to participate in this kind of yield farming, which I personally do not support too much, but I do agree that people who participated at the early stage, they made a lot of money with it. I personally don't like this because I don't see how it adds something to the crypto world. I always like quality projects. This is just like a quick money-making thing, and it's, I think, dangerous. Okay, and the third news I have today, it's in a way sad news because now we have Paxful and they're saying, setting regulations and its own risk tolerance, exit Venezuela's P2P Bitcoin market. And, Paxful, they're quite good in this kind of P2P marketplace to buy and sell Bitcoin. And they say now that concerns regarding to the regulatory landscape around Venezuela and Paxful own risk tolerance prompted the exit, they said. And so that what is happening now that new Venezuelan account creation will be disabled and exiting users will have 30 days to withdraw according to an exit plan shared with CoinDesk. Because this article here is on CoinDesk. So people in Venezuela who are in, they have 30 days to withdraw. No new accounts will be opened. And Paxful blames the U.S. Sanctions when it shut off trades involving the Bank of Venezuela in June. So they say this is the one of the main reasons which started this whole thing. And to be honest with you, this is really actually a bad thing for the country because you do know how they're suffering with their local currency. And for them, Bitcoin is not just an option, it's a survival tool. And if Paxful and maybe then another, P2P exchanges and all other exchanges going to leave the country, they will leave the people without any option because for them, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin was a real survival, the way how they can save their savings, how they can survive, how they can even trade internationally because they have difficulties to get their hands on US dollar or even euro. Why would they get euro? But Bitcoin was and is actually, it's not in the past. We're just saying for the past, it's like for Paxful because they about to leaving the country. And it's not really good. And it's a warning sign that it can happen in the countries with regulations and all these things that, even that they cannot take away your Bitcoin. They cannot take away your cryptocurrency because you are your own bank, but they can make regulations which makes your life difficult. So you may be even forced to leave the country if you would like to continue. Luckily, what we can see now, the majority of the countries are rather supporting cryptocurrencies, or they're not really against it. They should have some kind of regulations sooner or later, because if it's part of our life, if a lot of people will enter into this market, so it's not just like a small market cap, but a much bigger one, then we do need some kind of regulations. But you're still your own bank, you still own your own cryptocurrency, and this is a kind of way to your own freedom, and really have your hands on your savings, and it's not like giving out to a bank or something like that. But this is what's happening right now in Venezuela. Okay, guys, if you like the content, then smash the like button. I highly appreciate it. And in the case, if you would like to get daily crypto and blockchain news, you want to stay up to date, then in that case, you should subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the notification bell, because I'm making you videos on every weekday. So from Monday to Friday, every day you're getting a quality video all about crypto and blockchain and the hottest news. And don't forget to download our very free course, which is all about how to start invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, because it is very useful. A lot of info. It's totally free. Prepare yourself for the next bull market. Be ready. A lot of info in the course. Of course, tomorrow I'm coming back with another video and with the freshest crypto and blockchain news. I wish you a good day. Bye-bye.